What's up guys, and welcome back to my channel, Pitol In Motion. If you're new here, hello, welcome. My name is Ira and I do project management, self-improvement and also some lifestyle vlog videos. So if that sounds interesting to you, be sure to subscribe. And to my lovely subscribers coming back, hello, welcome to you too. And yeah, let's get into this video. So as you can probably figure out from the title down below, today I'll be doing a get to know me tag, and I've been wanting to do this for a while now, so I'm actually quite excited for this video, but I wanted to wait until I got to at least, 1,000 subscribers so I can actually make sure that someone actually marginally cares a little bit about me and my life. So first of all, thank you so much for getting me to 1,000 subscribers. If you've liked the video, commented, I really do appreciate the growth on this channel. So yeah, I thought it would be a good time to do this get to know me tag video for any of you that want to know a little bit more about me. And on my Instagram this week, I asked for you guys to send in questions that you would like to know about me. So I now have a nice list of those questions and I'm going to go through it in this video. The questions I go through in this video are going to be a combination of like questions asked on my Instagram and also just other general questions. So yeah, let's get into it. One thing you guys should know about me is I absolutely love my tea. So I've made a nice little tea which I'm going to be sipping on as I go through the questions. This tea is the Twinings green tea with mint, so delicious. And yeah, let's get straight into those questions. All right, so the first question I've got here is, what does Pitol mean? So yeah, as you can know, my channel is called Pitol In Motion, and Pitol is actually a nickname that I got in like secondary school. I don't even know how, I think I gave it to myself, but basically it's an acronym for like all of my names put together. P being princess, which actually isn't on my birth certificate, but that was just kind of a title back then, because I'm a princess. And then Ira, and then for government reasons, I'm not going to expose my full rest of the name, but yeah, the TOL is basically the other names that I have. How old are you? So I am 27 years old. I turned 27 on the 7th of September this year, so 27 this year. What country do you come from and what's your background? Okay, so originally, in terms of my heritage, I'm Nigerian, more specifically Yoruba. My dad comes from a Beokota, so that's where I'm from. In our culture, you come from where your father's from. And you Nigerians that are listening to this that just are going to abuse me for the way I just pronounced that, mind your business. You know what I mean, don't be mean. Don't be mean, just don't be mean. So yeah, that's where I'm from. But I was born and raised in the UK. I was born in London. I now live in Kent in the UK. But yeah, if I had to identify, I would identify as British Nigerian. How tall are you? Right, so this is an interesting one because people think I'm a lot taller than I am, and I don't know why. Maybe it's the way I pose in pictures, or maybe my legs look long. I don't know, but I am 5'6". Actually, I'm probably a little bit under that, like 5'5" and like a half, but we just round these things up, so I'm 5'6". Did you go to university? If so, what did you study? Yes, I did go to university. I went to the University of Nottingham, which is in a place called Nottingham in the UK, and I studied industrial economics. So yeah, a lot of people do ask me, oh my days, if I want to be a project manager, do I need to study project management in uni? The answer is no. Study anything that's gonna make your heart happy, because just being able to pass with a good grade is hard enough, so at least be struggling and happy at the same time, if you get what I mean. So cool, I've done all of the basic kind of factual questions about me, so now I'm just gonna go into more of the like fun kind of personal questions about me, and then at the end I'll answer some PME kind of questions that came through as well. So the first question I've got is, have you got any phobias? Yes, child, I'm scared of so much. And I'm okay with that. Like, I'm at a place in my life where facing fears is not even something, or it's not a priority for me. So I think my biggest phobia is of heights or being off the ground. So yeah, I don't like that. If you're ever gonna plan anything for me, make sure my 2 feet are firmly on the ground. If I cannot feel ground beneath me, I'll just cry. And I have pictures to attest to that. It's a no from me. Also, do not like heights, looking down, it makes me dizzy, I'll just drop. I would also say I'm scared of clowns. They really freak me out a little bit. Most creepy crawly animals I'm not a fan of as well. And yeah, I would say those are my top 3 phobias. There are so many more, but let's just keep it there because I don't want to get called a scaredy cat. What's your biggest pet peeve? Ooh, okay, this is so crazy because I have so many. But I think my biggest pet peeve must be lies that are unprovoked. Like, lying in general just shouldn't happen. Like, why lie? Like, just stand firm in your situation and just tell the truth. But when lying is unprovoked, like there's no there's zero reason why one would even think of lying. It really stresses me out because it's like whichever answer you would have given would have had the same outcome, so why lie? Anyway, that's one for the books. Who's your biggest inspiration and why? Okay, cool. So my biggest inspiration, it's got to be my parents. I absolutely love them to bits, and they probably might not know how much they inspire me, but one, my dad's a go-getter, he's a hustler, and he loves people. And I feel like I get a lot of my qualities from him in that regard, in terms of my go-getting nature and just the love that I give for people. And my mum, she's the most nurturing, encouraging, realistic, will tell you the truth but in love kind of woman. And she's also like one of my closest friends as well. So they inspire me daily because I see them and I'm like, yo, if I can do half of what you're doing with life, obviously every life has its ups and downs, but they're able to like resolve their issues and move forward together. So yeah, they really inspire me the most, that are close to my heart. And then the second inspiration, which is like number 2, is Beyonce. Don't let me start talking about Beyonce because we're gonna be here a while, but let's just say, listen, she knows how to get her goals done. Go watch Homecoming and tell me if you're not inspired. That's all I have to say. Next question, what's your hobbies? So outside, obviously YouTube is now my new hobby. I would say, damn, this is interesting. What are my hobbies? I don't think I have too many actually. YouTube's now really become my hobby. I would really like to get into planting herbs. My sister plants her own vegetables and I'm super inspired by that. So 2022, that might be something I want to pick up as a hobby. What's your best buy in the last 2 years? Okay, so in the last 2 years, I actually have been actively saving towards something, and because of that I've been so disciplined and I haven't actually bought that much. So this is a difficult question because even clothes that go on your body, while everyone was buying new outfits for WizKid, I had to just look in my closet and say, Omo, what in here can you rewear? And that's fine. I would say the best purchase over the last 2 years is the camera that I'm recording on right now. I bought the Sony ZV-1 vlogging camera and I absolutely love it. Would recommend. There's some features about it that are not, you know, fantastic, but in terms of the picture quality, it's got a built-in mic as well. In terms of the use, me being able to do sit-down videos and also vlog with it, and the price point, I think they absolutely smashed it. I got it on sale. I can't remember exactly how much. I think like £600. But I'm gonna put like a little picture of what I'm talking about and how much I paid for it, just so you guys can know. What 3 things make you happy? Wow. Okay, I would say family and friends. I'm gonna bundle that into one. I'm kind of cheating, but they make me very, very happy. I'm so blessed to have the family and friends and support system that I have, and I nurtured that actively. I would say flowers make me so happy. If you guys know me, I absolutely love flowers, especially when they're like unexpected flowers. Doesn't even have to be like the expensive large bouquets. It could just be like just the thought that you thought, okay, this girl likes that and you got her flowers. I absolutely love that. And then the third thing I would say, what makes me happy? Yeah, I don't know, just good vibes. Good vibes makes me happy. Being able to go out, you know, do the things that I want to do, have that freedom and time, is good vibes to me. That makes me extremely happy. What's your favorite time of the day? Not the morning. Don't wake me up early. I do not like it. I do not respect it. I'm not a morning person, especially if I haven't been fed first. So not the morning. It has to be the evening or around sunset, because obviously I like views. I like romantic scenes, and when the sunset is going down, it's quite nice. Also, you finish work, that's out the way. I'm now in my leisure time. I'm now in my me time. I can have a nap if I want. Definitely the evening. I can go out to dinner with the girls, have a good time, good vibes as always. Do you believe in love at first sight? Whew. I've got to say no. I've actually got to say no. And I know some people that have said, like, I just saw this guy and I fell in love, or saw this girl and just fell in love. For me, I've never experienced such at all, first of all. But also I believe like love is like, it's a choice. It's not just the feeling of affection. And that's why I feel like a lot of people just pluck out the word out of everywhere. I do believe it's a feeling in the sense that when you'll get to a certain level and you know that this is the time to kind of like make that commitment kind of thing, to loving someone. But I definitely believe it's a commitment, and that's why I feel like if you don't know someone and you don't know the baggage that they got going with them, how can you make that commitment to love, please? That's just my personal opinion. What's your love language? Okay, so my love language, which is definitely at the top of the list, is acts of service. I think me as a person, I'm a go-getter. I go and do all the things I need to get, but I really do struggle to like ask for help, even though I know I need help. So when people go out of their way to just do things for me and make my life easier, oh God, you do not know how much I appreciate that. More than words can describe. And then shortly after that, I would say quality time. I love good vibes with my peoples. Beautiful. What do you admire the most about yourself? Okay, so this is really personal. A bit of self-reflection. I think me as a person, what I admire the most about myself is that I'm reliable. And I feel like in this changing world, more reliable people is needed. And I can say that because I really do commit. I take things personally. If I commit to something, it's personal. If I put my stamp or my name on something, my brand on something, it's so personal. So I need to make sure I'm reliable and that people can depend on me when they need me to be there. If I say I'm going to do something, guess what? It's going to get done. Yeah, I think that is a quality that I do enjoy about myself. It has its downsides as well, but at least I know the people in my life know that they can depend on me. What 3 things do you want to work on next year? Oh, okay, cool. Crazy. Self-reflection, which I've done a lot of actually, so this shouldn't be too hard to talk about. First thing I want to work on next year is being able to ask for help. So just like before, I just said I'm reliable, but the acts of service bit, like I find it hard to ask for help. I really do. I don't open up my mouth. I'll just suffer in silence. Even though I do like people to just, you know, be able to know and just do, but I should be able to have the confidence to ask for help. So I need to work on that. I also want to work on being more emotional kind of thing. I'm actually a very emotional babe, but I feel like sometimes in terms of communicating my emotions, I can be a little bit, you know, locked off in that regards. I'm very guarded. I need to be a little bit more open. And then the last thing I want to work on next year is really embracing and captivating my femininity and like living in that to the fullest. You might have watched my video, does project management make you masculine? And basically, long story short, if you haven't watched it, go back and watch that video. It was a good video. But the long story short is I just feel like I haven't been able to embrace my femininity as much over the last few years, or it's not something that I've actively worked on, given the environment that I work in, which is quite masculine, etc. So no, I was just like, no, I enjoy being a feminine soft woman. I just need to be able to embrace that a little bit more, be less guarded, and see the strength in that. So that's definitely something I'm working on next year. Are you a good cook? Okay, do you know what, with this one, the people that know me, that subscribe to my channel, because, you know, if we're close friends, I know I've cooked for you at least once in this lifetime. I'm gonna let you answer down in the comments if I'm a good cook. Let them know. I don't know. Let them know though. Let them know. What's your idea of a perfect date? Okay, so my idea of a perfect date involves food. Number one, if the date doesn't involve food, I just really feel like you didn't come to really want to take care of me, and I need that, you know. No, not even just that. I'm a huge foodie. I do love good food, so it would probably be dinner with good food, good company, a bit of wine at a nice restaurant. Doesn't have to be an expensive restaurant. I'm actually a person that really enjoys like local restaurants where like it's a family-owned business and they make the food with love, because it generally tastes a lot better. I'm not a big fan of central London. I don't like trekking all the way there, so if we could keep it local, I absolutely love that. Also comedy, I love to laugh, and I love laughing, I love being happy, so any kind of like comedy show or anything like that, it's stand up, even if it's like amateurs, I absolutely like that kind of stuff. Good vibes, something quite light but with good company. Which way do you face in the shower? I thought everyone faces their front, or not? Let me know. So the last section is question is, how do you stay motivated and consistent? Oh, okay guys, this is the thing. It might look like I stay consistent from the outside, but I actually feel like I'm severely inconsistent in certain areas of my life. And then, yeah, I guess more consistent in others. I would say in terms of motivation, I keep my eye on the end goal. I know what that's always looking like. I'm a big person for vision boards and all of those kind of things. If you have something you're targeting to, you can stay motivated of getting that desired outcome at the end. And that's why I love vision boards. Like I just said, I'm even just about to put out another video on my vision board for 2022, so make sure you stay locked for that. And in terms of consistency, that really just has to do with discipline. When you want something as much as you want it, you will be consistent because you know what it takes to get there. So it all starts in the mind. I really have to retrain my mind, and it's not always consistent with me, especially in other areas of my life, but I've realized when I want it that bad, I definitely am more consistent with it. Cool guys, so the last couple questions are to do with like project management and YouTube, so I'm just going to answer those. The first one I have here is, how long did you think about starting YouTube before you actually did? Oh my gosh, guys, I literally made my first introduction video for YouTube like at least 7 months before I actually posted it, because the anxiety of going online and putting yourself out there is real. I really struggled at the beginning. Before I talked to a few friends and they were like, fam, if you never start, you'll never end. And that's so true. Sometimes you just need to take the leap of faith and put yourself out there. If that's you and you've been sitting on something for a while and you just haven't put it out there because of nerves or fear, whatever, let this be your sign. Just do it, just do it. Just chuck yourself over the edge and see where it takes you. Is your current role contract or perm? What's your take on these two areas? So my current project management role is perm. I've always worked perm work. I have considered contracting, but the thing about contracting, which a lot of people don't take into consideration, is one, the benefits that you kind of forfeit. In terms of like pension and stuff like that, you really need to be a disciplined somebody to make provisions of that from your larger than life paycheck that you'll get, which is the kind of benefit of contracting. But if you're not disciplined and you don't do your tax returns or you don't provision that money, when they come and get you, it's rough. So for me, that put me off there, because in terms of my financial discipline, in my earlier years, it was zero. They would have come and get me, I would have been locked up, they won't let me out. Yeah, so it's a no from me. Going forward in the future, I think contracting is great, but it also means that, you know, a lot more responsibilities on your head. They expect you to know things because you're getting paid a lot of money. So where you could probably get some allowances from perm work, you ain't getting that from contracting. If you do not perform, they'll cut you off, and rightfully so, you know. So I think when I gain a little bit more experience, I might travel into that path. But there are a lot of PM roles that are perm that pay a decent amount of money as well. So I'm happy with where I am at the moment. Do you mentor, or would you consider mentoring? So I presume you're talking about project management, and I do mentor. I already have a mentor, or mentee should I say, but I'm not taking anyone else on because I really just don't have the capacity, and I won't be able to give them the attention that they require and probably need from me. So I do get this question a lot, but unfortunately guys, I'm not taking on any mentees at this stage. It might change in the future, but these YouTube videos that I put out are my way of kind of like passing on my information and advice to the masses. So I do hope they help, but unfortunately right now I don't have the capacity in terms of like my work life, my social life, and everything else I've got going on to get things done. I just can't take on any more responsibility right now. All right guys, so that is it. I've answered all your questions, and thank you for sticking with me right to the end of the video. Be sure to like this video if you enjoyed it, or you got to know something about me that perhaps you didn't know before. If an assumption about me got answered and you're like, whoa, really? Make sure you like this video and stay tuned. And yeah, I'll see you guys in my next one. Take care.